Good morning. Welcome to New Year's Eve. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas, and I hope you have a safe New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we are Windy Hill Kennel. We are located in Central Ohio, and we specialize in Schnoodles and Schnauzers. So we had Santa Claus brought us a Christmas present on Christmas Day. Pebbles had her 5 little kids on Christmas Day. So we had luckily done our holiday with the family on Christmas Eve. So I spent Christmas Day doing babies and cleaning the chicken coop. So that's my normal day on the farm. Except babies aren't always every Christmas, but I think we've had them once or twice. So she has 2 boys and she has 3 girls. Everybody's doing really, really well. We just actually talked to the vet. We booked them in for spay and neuter on February the 17th. That is hopefully that far ahead. She doesn't have something planned. They're going to let me know if things change. She is out of town for the holidays, so they were going to get a hold of her and then let me know if that's okay or if she's got to make a change. If we change it, it will probably be the following week. So it would be that next week after on a Monday. So, and also it depends on their size and if they get big enough, but they should. I think this litter should be big enough to go in. So we'll see what happens. So what we're going to do is I microchipped these about an hour ago. Tails and Dew Claws were finished at 3 days old. And they're doing really good. She's a really good mom. We've got really nice colors in this litter. We really don't have a repeat of anything, which is nice when you have all different colors at one time. So we're going to go through here. We're going to give you a current weight on them. I'll give you microchip numbers. We probably will not, I'll do individual photos now as babies, but we probably won't do a new video. Well, we do a video every week, but I won't do new pictures after this set of pictures that I'm going to do for you until they hit about 2.5 weeks old, once their eyes open. So they're going to be 2 weeks old on the 8th. So somewhere between probably the 8th and the 12th or 13th, we'll try and get a new set of pictures so you can see their eyes with them open. Other than that, at 2 weeks old, they're going to get their first bath. And so usually it's right around the time, once their eyes open, everybody starts on a bath schedule with us. Toenails will get trimmed, I'm sure, before their eyes are open because their toenails grow like weeds. And it also keeps them from scratching someone else's eye as they crawl across the litter. They can slide a toenail in between that closed eye and scratch the pupil, and we don't know it until those eyes are open. So we're really careful with toenails. What else can I tell you? At 4 weeks old, they're going to get their first Neopar shot, which is just, it's not a required shot. It's just an extra booster for parvo. So because we have so many families come from all over the United States, or our nannies take them to you, we like that little bit of extra protection in there for parvo before they leave us. So if you've never been with us before with a new litter, I'm going to show you their ears. Their ears are sealed completely shut. Their eyes are still sealed completely shut. And their eyes, when they open, their ears open at the same time. So usually we can tell when their eyes are going to open by the flakes that we see coming in their ears. So I think when we get to this puppy, I'll show you what their ears look like, because black ears are hard to see down in there. Like I said, tails are done. Dew claws are finished. There were no back dew claws on this litter. Sometimes people ask me about those. We will start them on Purina Pro Plan toy breed food at about 3 weeks old. We'll offer it to them when they're walking and crawling around. We see them start eating dog food anytime between 3 and 4 weeks old. So we like to offer them the really small pieces. They will not go home on that. What they'll go home on is Nutrisource. So when they're about 5 weeks old, we start switching them over to Nutrisource, and that's what they go home with. It's easy for you guys to find. And so hopefully that'll help, and we'll show you pictures of the bag later when the pups are on the floor and we do some floor videos with them crawling around. So other than that, what else can I think to tell you in the beginning of this? We do start, it's like Mexican jumping beans. We do offer them cottage cheese. People ask me why cottage cheese, because it's lots of calcium and protein and fat. So it helps mom out a little bit. She eats cottage cheese and has been eating cottage cheese probably for the last 10 days before the pups were born. We started on cottage cheese. It helps her make better milk. She has a larger quantity of milk with her on that extra protein and fat. So it's great for them that way. These guys will also be wormed at 2 weeks old, 4 weeks old, 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old. And that continues right up until the time they leave. So every 2 weeks they do get wormed. And mom was wormed before they were born, which helps her rid her body of anything that she could pass through her mammary glands to the puppies. But you never know, so that's why we also worm puppies. All right, so I usually have a board down here that tells me everything I'm supposed to tell you when I start, and I don't have it this morning. So we'll have to catch you up on the rest of the stuff later. We're gonna start down here with the girls. This is a black and white party female, and she says, I'm so sleepy. She has a really, really, really cute face. She's got that little tiny white strip going up her face. That will always be there. It may get covered up a little bit with her hair as her face gets a little bit thicker with hair as she grows. She's got a white band around her nose, and that will always stay white. So some parts of it will look really pink. It's just where the white hasn't covered it up enough yet to disguise it. She's got a full collar around from shoulder to shoulder and down front legs of white. She's got, I think I left a little tiny white spot on the end of her tail. I didn't want to make it too long, but I tried to leave a little tiny white tip on that tail, so that'll always show. She's got a white diamond in her back. That won't show. The hair's going to fill it in to where it won't show. She's got an all white belly, but she's not going to like me tipping her over. She's got some black pads on her feet, and she's got these 2 little scabs are where her dew claws were, and those, we actually take those off in about 3 or 4 more days. We'll pull her scabs off, and that way the hair grows back in that area. All right, so this is gonna be cold. So she is she's 9.2 ounces. I'm sorry, I know that was cold. And I'll give you her microchip. No battery found. Please don't do this to me today. Battery's dead. Okay. Well, there's enough difference in color. We'll put the microchip numbers on the pictures today when I do them. That way you'll have the microchip number. And it'll be above the puppy's photo anyway. But, yeah. I guess it's been a while since we put a new battery in, and it's decided it's not going to work. Now it says there is a battery in here. No, it's not. It's dead. All right, so that's the black and white. This little one is a Merle. It's very hard to tell it, but there is Merle spotting in this little bit of, it's kind of a chocolate, but it's not a chocolate. It's almost like a wheaten color. There's little black spots in here that's the only way we knew it was a Merle when it was born. And it has a little bit of blue on this ear. I don't think there's any on that one, but there's a little bit of black hair on that one. Tail's done. She has a brown top on her tail and a white tip. She's got a really pretty blaze on her face. She's going to have a black nose. Everybody in here is going to have a black nose. All this pink area will be white hair. And she's got a little bit of merling on her face, a little bit of merling down the side here. She's going to be really, really pretty little girl. All white belly. Oh, are you crying? Are you sleeping? Turn over here, stretch. So I'll show you her ears. So you can really see with her ear how it's closed. It's completely sealed shut. There's not an opening there at all. So at about 9 to 10 days old, we're going to see this start getting big flakes of skin all over it. as it sheds off the skin and it lets it pop open. But for now, they're both closed. And everybody's ears look the same. It's just so hard to show you anybody that's got really dark ears. But a light colored puppy, you keep pulling that out of my hand on purpose. She just get off there. She just leave my ear alone. And she's got white that runs up the back of her head also on top. So that is the little ones. Markings. Let's see what you weigh. I'm not even going to try and micro. And I was so worried about getting a microchip. We hurried it up microchip this morning and let the alcohol dry so we could give you a microchip. So, oh, go figure. We are 8 pounds. Oh, yeah. 8.6. No, don't wiggle. I'd say about 8.9 ounces to 9 ounces this morning. So they really look like they're all pretty much even Steven on their weight. I think Vanessa thinks this is the smallest one. I think this is the bigger one. Oh. Boy, we're wrong. We're opposite. Nope, I got one wrong spot. Okay. 3 girls, 2 boys. This is a male. He has ticking. So these little black spots are called ticking. And he may develop a few more of those little black spots underneath there. There's another one coming right there. That's the only ones I see for right now. He's got a really pretty blaze. Again, anything you see pink is going to turn white. So there's just not enough fuzz on there for people to tell, huh? He's got all white back except for the ticking. And his tail is all white with a little bit of black here at the top. And he's got a little black smudge down his back of his hip. He is all white on the belly. He says, oh, I'm stretching. I'm stretching. No other marks that I can see. Got lots of little black pads coming on the bottom of his feet. So I'll be anxious to see if he keeps some pink pads or if they all turn black. But so far, they're starting to turn black. He says, I'm sleeping. Can you just leave me like this and hang on to me? So you're nice and warm this way. Maybe I can lay him on his side. Nope. 8.1 ounce. He's littler than the other ones, Vanessa. She has her mouth open. You're a mouth breather. Her little tongue is. Honestly, she's trying to nurse the blanket. Nope. Come over here and lay down. Snuggle back in. Okay, I'm going to pull her out. I thought you were a boy. I wasn't even paying any attention. So this is a little blue Merle female. She is really pretty. She's got white toes on her back feet. She has a little bit of a white chest. While she's sleeping, I can show you. But once I wake her up, she's not going to want me to flip her over. She's got really, really pretty markings on her back. She's got nice, equal, big spots, which really make it nice. They show up well when she's older. She's got black pants on this leg, and I think she's white. I got to turn you this way. Maybe I can get you this way all the way back. Can you stick these legs out? Nope. This one has a black pants on one side. This one just has spots on the other. Her little tail is black down the top and blue on the bottom. See, yeah, you got pants on, don't you? She's got a little bit of spots on her head. And other than that, she's pretty much speckled up all over. She's really pretty. All right, let's see what you weigh. She is 9.4, 9.5. She's wiggling. Somewhere between 9.4 and 9.5. All right, I'm going to smash it back up here. This is the black male. I do not think he's going to be phantom. Let me check under your tail. Yep, he's a phantom. See that lighter color? I'll show you his butt. Yeah, that lighter color under that tail means he's going to be a phantom. So what we probably should see him do and develop, I know, you're just stretching. He's got a white spot on his chest while he's over here. He's got white on these front toes. So what a phantom means, he should get brown eyebrows. He should develop brown on the side of his cheeks. He should develop brown on the inside of these ears a little bit. And we should see these legs at some point. I can't tell. I think there's brown in there. He'll get brown up these front legs to about where my thumb is. So it just depends. It just depends on how quick and how dark it gets. But with him having the light color under his tail, he's definitely going to have phantom markings. Okay, that's surprising. I didn't think so. And he's got a tiny, tiny white goatee. Not very bold, but a little bit. Okay, Munchkin. We are at 9.5. So basically, everybody is within a tenth of an ounce of each other, pretty much. I'm going to mash them back together. So puppies like to be swaddled, and they'll sleep like this. Oh, my. Sometimes clear up to 5 weeks old, they'll sleep smashed in a pile or laying on top of each other. Some of it's for warmth at this age, some of it's not. It just depends. But that'll at least give you an idea how they look. Microchip numbers will be above their photos, and it'll also be on their photo for their first ones. And again, they were born on Christmas Day. And if you have any questions at all, or if you'd like to get on the waiting list, these are shown on our website on the Puppies for Sale page now. If you're new to us, anything that we are expecting that we know, we just bred a female. I don't have her on there yet, but anything that's expecting this spring, we will have on the expected litter page. And I think Winnie just came in heat today. She's our tiniest schnauzer. I think she weighs, what, 7 pounds? So we're going to breed Winnie for toy Schnoodles. And she's in heat right now. We will not be breeding her for about 10 to 12 days. And then she'll be due about 4.5 months from the middle of January is about where she'll be done. About 4.5 months from there, she will, I shouldn't say due, they'll be going home about 4.5 months. So if you're thinking about a puppy, an easy way to plan on when to check is from the day we breed the dog, it is 4.5 months until almost exactly the day it goes home. So don't call me in January and say, I want a puppy in March. If it's not already in the oven or not already born, it's not going home in March. But, you know, these guys will go home in February. And anybody else that's going to have puppies here in the next couple weeks won't go home until March. So, but if you're planning on a summer puppy, count back 4.5 months from when you want it to come home, and that's when you need to start looking for your puppy or someone that's breeding. So call me if you have any questions. I don't mind whatsoever. I hope you have a great, happy New Year from all of us here at Windy Hill Kennel. Please make it a safe one and be responsible for yourself and hopefully help other people out if they're not. So God bless, and we'll see you in the new year.